Hello, my name is Adam Kramer, and I'd like to give you a demonstration today of a tool that I've just finished writing called Check First. Check First is designed to be a proof of concept just-in-time VirusTotal hash checker. And what I mean by that is, before you run any executable PDF, document file, or any other type of file on your computer, you can push it through this tool, and what it will do is it will hash the file. It will send that hash up to VirusTotal via their public API and receive the result back. If the file is not known or not detected, then it will be allowed to run. If, however, the hash comes back and says that it's detected it as a threat, rather than running the file, what it will do is open up your web browser to the appropriate page within the VirusTotal site, so you can make your own decision based on the information there. So I'll give you a demonstration now. While I do so, I would like to acknowledge that hashing files and checking based on hashes is of course not the best way to find threats on a system. This is very much a proof of concept, but what I would add is, by the time mainstream malware has reached your machine, it's likely to have been caught by the antivirus companies and had the hash added into the database. So this wouldn't protect you, of course, from targeted attacks in which the files could be changed, and if there are some advanced methods going into developing polymorphic malware, etc., then this may not help you. However, in the case of a standard file that's being spammed out hundreds of thousands of times, and may very well have been caught up in the antivirus network and added to their signature base, this could add some value. So it isn't there to replace antivirus software. So how does it work? Well, I'll give you a demo on the DOS prompt first. So when you first run it, what it does is it gives you the usage instructions, and what you need to do is you just need to pass it a file to scan. In this case, I'm going to start with the icar test string that's within this executable. So any piece of antivirus software should pick this up as a potential threat. So what I'll do is I'll press enter here. We can see it hashes the file. It does a SHA-256 hash on it, and then because VirusTotal reports back that it's a threat, rather than opening the file, it opens the web browser and gives you all the details here. So you can then look through this and say, okay, I'm not gonna run that file. So that's pretty obvious. I'd like to show you something that happened when I was preparing this demo. I needed to find some open source video capture software to use, and someone said to me, why don't you try Cam Studio? So I downloaded it, and before I ran it I thought, why don't I just push it through this? My antivirus hasn't complained, so I doubt very much there's any malware built into it, but I just wanted to test the tool. So I press enter, and expecting it to start the installer, I was quite surprised when rather than doing that, it opened up the web browser. And what it said to me was, here we can see it talks about install core, Trojan, potentially unwanted, riskware. So this may not be a virus. It may be adware built into it. But now I have the information that 15 out of 57 antivirus software have detected this as a potential threat. I can now make an informed decision about whether I want to install this or not. And in this case, I decided not to install it. But if we scroll right down here, the antivirus that I use on my machine is down here, and there's a green tick, so VirusTotal shows that it's not been detected by that particular piece of software. So again, this isn't designed to replace your antivirus, because your antivirus does a much better job at heuristic detection. However, it can be used in complement when you just want to be quadruple sure on something that you've downloaded, you want to make sure that you don't want to take any risks. So I'm going to close that. So I'll give you one more demo of a legitimate file. So if we put putty, so I've just downloaded putty into here. I'm going to run that. So what it's doing in the background, it's hashing it. It's gone to VirusTotal, and we can see on the information pane here it says no VirusTotal detections found launching the program. So it's gone ahead and launched the program there for us. So this is designed not to slow you down or make you go off and do these checks slowly and manually, but sit in between a process starting and actually having the process launch. So I'll close this down. There's another way that you could run it, and that is what I intend to do, is to have it on my desktop. So when I download a new file, so I've downloaded a copy of Python here, and this is a zip file. All you have to do is drop the file onto the check first icon, and there it opens up, and here we can see that what it did was char it, go to VirusTotal. VirusTotal came back and said it was clean, and then it opened it up on my computer. So it can be a very quick process indeed. The final feature I'd like to show you is one of the options that I've added into it. So if we type that, we can see here it says stop unknowns, and the idea behind this is that there may very well be hashes that VirusTotal doesn't know about. So the VirusTotal not only have hashes that are threats, but people upload normal software as well. So for example, the Windows calculator will have been uploaded, hashed, and all the antivirus will have come back and said actually this product is fine, and you're safe to run it. And I can demo that to you now. So what I'll do is see Windows System32 and calc.exe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this option stop unknowns. And what that'll do is if VirusTotal comes back and says I've never seen it before, so I don't know if it's good or bad, it won't run it. What this is designed to do is only run products that VirusTotal has seen, knows about the hash, but has made a decision that it actually is not a threat. So we can see here that stop unknowns mode has been activated. No VirusTotal detections are found, and it's launched the program for us. But if we did that with the Python installation zip file, I know for a fact, because I tested it earlier, that this particular zip file has not been uploaded to VirusTotal. So when we run it, it says VirusTotal has not seen this hash before, the file will not execute, so it's not going to launch that. So if you want extra security, you can run it with the stop unknowns flag on there, but of course it's going to limit the functionality. And if there are particular files that you want to test, Word, Office documents that you're going to get through on email, it's very, very unlikely that VirusTotal will have seen it, because there's no reason for it to have been uploaded. So this can add to security, but it's gonna reduce that. So like I said, I've been experimenting with the idea of having this launch before I run any executable on the system, or potentially sit side by side and monitor process launches through the kernel, NT-kernel logger, and various other ways that you can log processes launching on the system, and do the hashes live time and inform you. But I'd very much welcome any feedback, and the source code is available on my GitHub page, github.com/Adam Kramer, and I'm available if you want to talk to me about this. I'm available on Twitter @cyberkramer, Kramer. Thank you very much for watching.